So on election day, you go out with your permanent voter card, and poll will start precisely by 8:30. 8:30.
Okay.
So, but our poll officials will have been there by 8, trying to arrange the center and things like that. But they will not open to the public until 8:30, because the rules have even slept at the rack center.
Okay.
Eve of election. That means by Friday they must have slept at the registration area center. That's to ensure that they leave as early as possible. So by 8:30, when you get to the pool, the voting starts by 8:30 and it ends by 2:30 p.m. That is not to say that those people that are on the queue will not be attended to.
Okay.
So as many as we have on the queue as voters, we are going to attend to them. The only thing is that by that 2:30 on the dot, a poll official will stand at the back of the
last
queue,
person,
so that no other voter will be able to join.
Okay.
So that's why we are telling our people, go on time. And our voting is simultaneous accreditation and voting.
Oh, okay.
So it won't be you'll be accredited, you go back home and come by 12 noon. No. So immediately you have been accredited, immediately you'll be given a ballot paper to cast your vote. So once you are there at the right time, we have, because we are going to have a presiding officer and 3 other poll clerks, assistant poll officials that will be there on election day. So your PVC will be checked to ensure that you are the right polling unit.
Okay.
And if you are not there, politely they will tell you, please, you have to. That's why we have been saying that go and check your polling unit before the election day. So having ascertained that you are the right polling unit, your name will now be checked on the register to ensure that your name is there. So once they check your name on the register and you have it there, your PVC will now be accredited by BIVAS.
Okay.
Because it is very, very important.
Okay.
The BIVAS is the Bimodal Voter Accreditation System. And past election, general election, the last one we did in 2019 and others, we have been using what we call smart card reader. So the smart card reader will only authenticate your fingerprint. So during registration, then we are using direct capturing machine. So that one will only take your fingerprints and your data. But this time around, INEC has even stepped up to ensure we have a robust testing technique that will ensure that we capture as many as possible. So during that registration, we made use of what we call IVED, INEC Voter Enrollment Device. So this will take your fingerprints and will take your facial. So on election day, it will now turn to BIVAS, Bimodal Voter Accreditation System. So it's either your fingerprints are being authenticated or your facial, either of the two. So because we have those people that their fingers cannot be authenticated by the BIVAS. So that is why if the fingers are not going, definitely the facial will go. So it's either of that's why we call it by.
So it's not compulsory that the two.
No. It's either of the two.
Either.
Yes. Once the fingerprints can be authenticated, then you don't need facial. But it's only when it's not going that we use your facial. So and there's no problem with that. Once the BIVAS is able to identify, to accredit and authenticate that this is your card, then you are good to go. So immediately the indelible ink will be applied to your cortical, and you will be issued with a ballot paper.
1 or 2 or 3?
No, it all depends on the election we have.
Okay.
Yes.
Talking about the Saturday's election, how many ballot papers?
No, you know, we have that of presidential, we have for National Assembly, we have for Senate. So there are different ballot papers to be issued. So now we are now saying that once you are being issued with your ballot paper, ensure that the way the poll clerk puts the ballot paper for you is the way you will go and cast your ballot. So immediately you get to the cubicle, because there's a cubicle that we have already arranged for voters to vote on election day. So and there's going to be a stamp pad that will be there in the cubicle.
Okay.
So once you get there, look for the party you want to vote for.
Okay.
And do not forget that you are going to have the logo of the parties at the side, where there's going to be boxes in front of the logos. So please be very careful in applying the ink. If your thumb is so big, you can use your index. So
Okay.
it is not compulsory that it must be a thumb. But what is important is that we want to see that ink and see the party you have voted for. And don't vote in between the lines that will not be able to decide which party you have voted for. Because if you put your ink in between the line,
Right.
you will not be able to, and that means you have wasted your vote. And also ensure that you don't vote for more than a party.
One party at a time?
Yes.
On a ballot paper?
On that very ballot paper.
Okay.
If you put for party A and put for party B, then you have wasted your vote.
But it's okay to vote for party A on this ballot paper. Then the next ballot paper, you can vote for party
however you want.
However you want to, but not more than one on a ballot paper.
Not more than one at a time. Having done that, when you cast your ballot, you now come out in the full view of everybody, because a box will be provided.
Okay.
We call it a ballot box.
Okay.
You now come out and put inside the box. And let me tell our people that when you are going to vote, once you have been issued with your ballot paper, don't go inside the cubicle with your phone or any device that can snap a picture. Because you are doing this to also forestall this issue of vote buying. In past elections, we have seen that there are people who vote, snap, and take it to their would-be buyers.
Is this compulsory or discretionary?
No.
Can we say that?
That's the stand of the commission.
Okay.
And this will not even be the first time. We did that in 2019. So we are still reiterating that is what is going to happen in this 2023. So it's the stand of the commission, and we are not compromising that.
Now let's talk about after voting. What happens?
So after voting now, if you know there won't be any problem if you stay around the voting center, you can stay 300 meters away from the voting unit to witness the sorting and the counting. But if you know there might be problem along the line, you can go home and also watch the way the election is going, because we have what we call IRE.
Okay.
INEC result viewing portal. So now, the results immediately we conclude the election in each polling unit.
Right.
The result will be uploaded on this IRA for everybody. But that means you must have created an account for yourself before you have the opportunity of viewing how the election is going in all the units. All the units, not where you have even voted alone, for all the elections. And if you want to create account, you have to go to https:// INEC election result. You put S. That result must have S.
Okay.
Because if it does not have, then it will take you to another site. NG. Let me take that again. https:// INEC election result.ng.